Hello friends, on the occasion of World Mental Health Week, I am going to talk to you about schizophrenia being a curable disease. I fell ill with this disease called schizophrenia when I was 21 years of age. I was preparing for the UPSC examination to be held on 10th of June, Sunday 1991. Simultaneously, I was studying law from Campus Law Center, New Delhi. It was the night of the month of January 1991, around 12 a.m., when I was studying that I had my first hallucination. I had both auditory and visual hallucination that I could see the Parthenon in Greece from my room. It was empty except for the presence of a gentleman to whom I was supposed to give an exposition on which topic I still don't know. Next morning, I thought that I had connected with Nostradamus and that I would be able to see any part of the world from my room. I also saw the Spirit of God. It was the beginning of a long haul of hallucinations and delusions that was to rack me for 31 years. I thought that I had connected with some man who cared for me and wanted to marry me. In his search one morning, I left my home and walked from CR Park till Hyatt Regency and waited there throughout the day, throughout the afternoon till the evening. When no one came, I left for home upset and dejected. 3 days later, I left my home again at 7 p.m. and started walking towards the Oberoi Hotel. On the way, by mistake, I took left from a man who was nothing less than a rapist. On reaching the hotel, we went inside. I wanted to shake off that man, so I told him that I was going to the washroom and that I would be back in a short while. I left him and went barefoot to the first floor pantry of the hotel. There I was confronted by the concierge, who started questioning me as to what I wanted. In the meantime, I hallucinated that someone who loved me was waiting for me on the 5th floor of the hotel and that I should go in search of him. My good sense prevailed and I told the concierge that I was from CR Park and that my parents lived there. I was mistaken for a prostitute. The Delhi Commissioner of Police was called up by the hotel authorities and he gave the order to have me escorted till my home in the police jeep. At 1 o'clock, I came home and found my parents distraught, worried and in tears. This was just the beginning of the hallucinations that was to rack me for years to come. My parents understood that I was disturbed in the brain and took me to All India Extramedical Sciences Psychiatric OPD for treatment. Initially, the medicines I was administered proved to be incurable. I was admitted in AIMS quite a few number of times. But finally, when I was administered Sizopin, I showed signs of recuperation. When it was administered for the first time, my head reeled and reeled. When I told this to my doctor, he told me to sleep off. It was the beginning of a long journey of care and cure, not only by my family, but also by my doctor. Initially, I took my medicines on time. But slowly, as I began keeping good health, I avoided taking the medicine. My parents tried their level best and gave me the medicine through other means by mixing it in juice, coffee, tea, etc. But I would throw away the medicine on some pretext or another and hide it from my parents, thinking that I had no ailment whatsoever. This went on till I came to Shanti Home for treatment at the age of 49. Here my psychiatrist told me that Moshumi, if I would agree to take the prescribed medicine, no one would get to know that I was facing a medical challenge. I believed in her, and in the last 3 years, I have never missed my medicine even once. I talk to my psychiatrist and therapist openly about the symptoms of my disease to facilitate my cure. So there are a few things that come to my mind about my medication. The most important being that never skip your medicine and take it on time. Visit your psychiatrist as per schedule on a regular basis. Schizophrenia is a curable disease, and if it is discovered at the right age, it is curable. If you take the medicine prescribed, no one will know that you're facing a mental challenge. But if you skip even one dosage, it might take days for the medicine to balance and be curative. Therefore, it is mandatory that you take the medicine throughout life. So let us pledge together that we will take the medicine on a regular basis and lead a wholesome and cured life in society. Thank you.